From the Pep Radio newsroom, this is the News Blast for this hour. The Washington Blade is reporting that a Virginia court has struck down the state's conversion therapy ban. In 2020, the state of Virginia had banned the practice of conversion therapy, but on Monday, a county judge ruled the ban violates the Virginia Constitution and Religious Freedom Restoration Act, allowing the therapy to start once more. The conversion therapy ban was overturned on June 30th because two Christian counselors argued that their and all Virginia parents' constitutional right to freedom of religion had been encroached upon when the state legislature passed the ban. A Henrico County Circuit Court judge sided with John and Janet Raymond, two Christian counselors represented by the Founding Freedoms Law Center, a conservative organization founded in 2020 following Virginia's conversion therapy ban. Virginia's Office of the Attorney General entered a consent decree with FFLC saying state officials will not discipline counselors who engage in talk conversion therapy. Conversion therapy, as the legislation described it, is any practice or treatment that seeks to change an individual's sexual orientation or gender identity, including efforts to change behaviors or gender expressions, or to eliminate or reduce sexual or romantic attractions or feelings towards individuals of the same gender. The ban's reversal will now allow parents to subject their children to these practices to make them align better with their religion. This decision comes despite advice and concern from many medical and pediatric organizations, including the American Psychiatric Association, American Psychological Association, the American Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, and the American Counseling Association, to name a few, all of which denounce conversion therapy as dangerous and harmful to those subjected to it. The American Medical Association, the largest and only national association that convenes more than 190 state and specialty medical societies, says that these techniques are the assumption that any non-heterosexual, non-cisgender identities are mental disorders, and that sexual orientation and gender identity can and should be changed. The assumption is not based on any medical and scientific evidence, with attached data indicating people subjected to conversion therapy are more likely to develop significant long-term harm because of the therapy. The AMA goes as far as to say that they outright oppose the use of reparative or conversion therapy for sexual orientation or gender identity. Founding Freedom's Law Center has a clear goal of promoting, if not requiring, conservative ideology under the guise of religious freedom in the Virginia General Assembly. On their website, the FFLC argues that some progressive policies passed by the Assembly, like that of freedom from conversion therapy, are a violation of Virginia's God-given foundational freedoms. The FFLC has argued that when conservative notions are not abided by in state law, especially when it involves God's design for male and female, the nuclear family, and parental rights, that the law violates Virginians' religious freedom. So, in other words, we all have to embrace that particular sect of Christianity's version of religion in order for there to be freedom. That doesn't sound very free at all. A statement on the FFLC's website calls gender dysphoria among children a contagion and upholds faith-based insights from counselors as equal in the eyes of the law to those who use medical-based insights. This, once again, is despite overwhelming medical evidence that indicates conversion therapy is, in fact, harmful. That's News Blast for this hour. Download the Live 365 app to take Pep Radio with you wherever you go. If you are watching our videos on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on Pep Radio.